What it is, what it do, y'all, man? It's your boy C with the ski, C with the skis, man. Hey, I'm back with this Hogwarts Legacy, man. Yeah, I don't even remember where we left off, man. Oh yeah, we did the second trial. That's where we left out, man. So yeah, man, we finna get straight into this. We gotta meet Poppy. Poppy. Is that is that main mission? Yeah, meet Poppy. So yeah, we're finna go meet Poppy wherever she's at, and let's go. Yeah, I know for a fact that we gotta do a lot of main mission.
Is Highwing
stuff
alright? Natty told me what the two of you did.
From the get to the third trial.
Highwing's fine. I'm
basically
keeping an eye
like
on
improving.
her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good.
Basically improving
Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing
ourselves
far from
for
it.
the third trial.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
Huh.
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
Centaur?
An
I don't know.
entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Whoa, poor
Do you take us for fools?
Thought you finna
That we
try to
do not
shoot us.
notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Huh. Interesting. Whoa. I forgot centaurs are even a thing.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive
Man,
than
it
usual
was
lately.
always be aggressive to
I've
me.
noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Talking about this the first time. You ain't been out here like me. You ain't been out here like that. Them
This
ones
is
always been aggressive.
Odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Pelt. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it. Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
I don't know. How?
Down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Sneak man, yeah, that's me.
There's trouble afoot.
It's Totalis.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
These motherfuckers fighting dragons, bro. This is wild.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. What I wouldn't give to be a demiguise right now.
Revelio.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with them. Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Ah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside.
It's Totalis.
Sneak man, yeah, that's me.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha, Mora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Oh, watch this.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact!
Arrest the momentum. Lumos.
Back for
Oh,
more,
my.
I see.
Expelliarmus. Protego. Confringo.
Okay, buddy.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Stop right there. I'll check your
Okay, buddy.
Descendo.
See how you like this? Like to put the cabinet, do you?
Now for our wine coming.
Back this way. There. Expelliarmus. To get Luma. Flipendo.
Back on board. What spells to be taught? I will make mockery of you. You'll be... Oh, damn you little people.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you with this.
Okay, buddy.
Hardly felt. Expelliarmus. You up.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Depulso. Accio.
Don't tell me I gotta fight a dragon. I was just saying it, I think, in the last video.
This may have
I
been a
don't
bad
want to fight a
idea.
dragon.
I suppose we'll find out.
Who ate it? Got it. Why are we just standing around? Why won't we trying to hit them? I'm gonna fight a dragon right now.
Incendio.
I thought I was gonna have to fight a dragon. I was gonna cry. Like, no, I don't want to fight a dragon, bro. Like, come on.
This way.
Unless I have to. I wish I still had the clip of me playing Elden Ring, bro. That game was ridiculous. I had a dragon land on top of me. Scarred me for life. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't played that game since. I
That
ain't gonna
was a
lie to y'all.
Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Okay. Run in here and see what Sebastian's talking about. I hope he's talking about Avacadabra. I think I'm saying it right. I don't know.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No,
Oh,
I didn't.
brother.
I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
Hey, yo, why you bringing up this man's parents, bro? You're an asshole.
Poor Anne and Sebastian.
That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I can't lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Nah.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Alright, I am going to run to these classes to learn these spells, and then I don't know what then. Bombarda!
Bombarda!
Alright, that was Bombarda. Now we're gonna go learn the other spell from Miss Weasley. Alright guys, I did the little side stuff Miss Weasley wanted me to get. I had to go talk to
I heard Professor
this
Weasley
one girl.
transfigured the book
She
with
started
all her
quizzing me
test
about
items.
some shit. So I'm like, okay.
Students from cheating.
We're in transfiguration class. I'm gonna say this. I think this is my first time in here. If I want to say.
Beautiful.
Goodness.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities.
What are you talking about?
Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
No! What are you talking about?
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done.
I hope I don't actually have
You're
to take that,
dismissed.
because
If you wish
hope
to
I don't
practice the
actually have
spell
to
you
take the
just
damn
learned,
test.
the training dummy is available.
Our visitor felt something daunting about the triptych in the open, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet
right.
failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Alright, we're gonna go talk to Amit about speaking Gobblenop, or whatever it's called, like the goblin language. And then I think we have to talk to Sebastian about something. Well, he had to be all the way up here.
Hello there.
Yeah, we just
Hello,
learned
Amit. Do I recall you saying that you
Bombada
speak
and,
gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it.
Transformation.
Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
A friend who speaks
Right,
gobbledygook
here
is
we go.
meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Lumos.
Lumos!
The door is looking at us.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Confringo.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right.
Yes, Total. We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Okay, whatever. Okay.
Confringo.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Hello, Avery. Can't handle a little altercation.
Okay.
It's almost too easy.
Deposit. Arresto momentum. Bombarda. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
You can't stop us. Pity. Not quite.
Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Protego. Well played. Stop! Confringo. Bombarda. Defender.
I will make
Oh, this
Supposed to be
really
doing
is
this
too
stuffly,
much.
but that didn't work
Stay
out.
close. I've handled much worse.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Go and patrol. Like I ain't got nothing better to do.
Revelio.
I mean, they want me to sneak around, but put me in a room like this where there's no like sneaking. What the damn sense?
Trivicus totalis. Trivicus totalis.
Somebody there?
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, I'll eat.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Revelio. Confringo.
I don't even know what we doing those for, but hey, it is what it is.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Yeah.
Please don't.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she'd been killed.
Tough.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war.
Goblin Wizard
I will
War.
find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Okay. Alright. I think we are going to head to talk to, I think, is this Sebastian we had to talk to, I think it might be, yeah. Head and meet Sebastian. Right, we're almost at where Sebastian is. See what he's talking about.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
No flying? Okay, whatever.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Oh,
Ranrock's loyalists
I've
are...
already done this. Well, I've been here. I didn't do it. Exploring. Or that part. That ain't nothing.
I deserve better than patrol duty.
This is going well.
We
Yeah,
make a
yeah,
good
yeah.
team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which
Nah.
one I'd choose.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Yeah.
we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal. We're making quick progress.
Hush, 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 hush. All that nonsense you're talking about.
Why am I always on the no way to fight?
Confringo!
Ready to fight?
I wasn't trying to do that.
For better or for worse, we're in.
I wasn't trying to do that.
How nice is to stop by?
Yeah, I messed up. Let's go.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Upribbon and dying, are we?
Defender! Expelliarmus! Bombard! Confringo!
I'll get you. I won't rest.
What?
Dead.
Okay, buddy.
Glacius! Arresto momentum! Defender! Bombard! Confringo! Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here we want. Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
I'm in it basically now. They might as well let me in.
Confringo!
Might as well. Let me in there now.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
This ain't even the way I'm supposed to go.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Wingardium Leviosa!
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the solar size.
Smashing.
Number of in. Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Reparo.
Okay, so spider.
Cruising. Glacius. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Defender.
We're making quick work of them.
Bombarda.
Bombarda!
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment. We have another fight on our hands.
Oh, brother.
Wingardium Levioso. Levioso.
Is that it?
Accio. Depulso. Confringo.
I won't rest. Rest the like.
Right, what?
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Let's get this over with.
Protego.
Help!
Bombarda. Reparo.
No! I will make you.
Accio. Depulso.
Good shit.
Expelliarmus.
Hit it!
Defendo.
Hit it!
Bombarda.
I won't rest.
Accio. Protego. Ringo. Depulso. Expelliarmus.
You won't get away with that.
Bombarda. We're not finished yet. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus!
Confringo!
Confringo! Defender! Protego! Glacius! Arrest that momentum! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Bombarda! Defender!
How's this man still alive up here, man? Die, please.
We certainly cleared the room.
Confringo! You're not a bad.
Not sure what I did to deserve that.
Revelio! Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still,
The journal
something
entry
about
by
this place
Isadora.
feels odd. Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there.
Interesting.
This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
Ew.
I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
This guy. Get a load of this guy, man. Not all the goblins are bad, man. Not all the goblins are bad. Okay. I thought that might be a side mission. Hey, yo! This game is garbage, man. Next thing we gotta do is try to find a location of the next key. I'll go talk to the portraits in the map chamber.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
What?
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is.
Wow.
I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Yep, gotta go talk to Figure.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Here.
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
I really want... Okay, whatever. I wasn't ready to do this yet, but...
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
This is crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
Do you have a moment, Professor? I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student...
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children. I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
You did, but I don't have time right now. Well, ha 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 ha.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
I tried to.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours. Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor,
Oh,
I
shit.
need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never...
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Perhaps as hard a worker as any house elf.
Attention, Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's purebloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.